Okay, well, good morning. As you can see, beautiful day. Actually much better than forecast. It was supposed to be 2,500 scattered, which I would still fly in, but it wouldn't be as easy. There's not a cloud in the sky, so it's going to be very, very different than what I expected. It's a Saturday, I think it's like September 15th. I only know it's a Saturday because it's football Saturday, it's college football season, otherwise I wouldn't even know what day of the week it is. Trip today, we're flying out to...
Survivor 14, voluntary, you can proceed on course, departure be at your own risk, use caution, departing uncontrolled movement area, 10803, altimeter is 3014.
Oh, that's useful information. The rest of it was just gibberish to me. 3014, okay. Okay, so we're going to Newark, and by that I don't mean the one in New Jersey. I mean the one in Ohio. It's just east of Columbus. It's actually Newark Heath. The way people pronounce Newark in Ohio is Nerk, and that keeps it from being confused with Newark, which is in New Jersey, and you don't want to go there. Going to Nerk today to give an airplane ride to a guy that contacted me because he was getting ready to build an RV-12, and he wanted to come take a look at one, which we did, and I offered him a ride, which we're going to do today. And I enjoy doing this, especially for people that are getting ready to build their airplane. Really, when people are getting ready to fly their airplane, I've done this, I don't know, maybe 3 times now, because somebody did it for me. I take them up and let them get a feel for the airplane, and if they're current and capable, I may even let them land it. And that makes a big, big difference when it comes time for their first flight. It sure did for mine. The way I put it is, you know, you had 2 big unknowns on that day, and one was, can I fly this airplane? And the other is, will this airplane fly? Those are both big questions, and I personally had 3 landings in an RV-12, probably 9 months to a year before I flew my own, and it was enough. It's a very easy to land airplane, but just removing that level of doubt made a big, big difference to me. So Jim has just started. He received his kit. It was heavily damaged. One of the shippers had just plain dropped it. It obviously had been dropped from some number of feet, and they brought it to his door anyway, and he very smartly said, no, I'm not accepting that. So he has got a replacement tail kit. I believe he's through his inventory and maybe starting to build, but we'll get an update. He might still be acquiring tools, things like that, but we'll get an update once we get him in the airplane. So we got our oil at 90, we need 120. They're going to be flying off a 22 today, which is a very short taxi, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. But once we get down to the runway, we'll chat again. Okay, run up complete, no problems. Everything looks ready to go except for these purple stripes in here, which don't bother me at all. That just means it hasn't gotten any signal for the radar yet, which I don't think is going to be much of an issue today anyway. So we're not going to worry about that. Everything's working fine. We are ready to go. I don't think there's any traffic, so we're probably going to get an immediate takeoff clearance, so might as well just roll on up there and do it. May think a second because it's been a while since I've done this. I'm on runway 4, departing VFR Southeast. Okay. Well, tower, experimental 284 Delta Golf, ready for takeoff, runway forward Alpha 5, departing VFR Southeast.
Experimental 284 Delta Golf, voluntary, turn right on course, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 4, right turn on course, 4 Delta Golf. That 4 little golf in there, I'm going to be an airliner pilot, 4 Delta Golf. Alright, nothing around, no helicopters sneaking in. Those guys are sneaky. Looking at how much the grass needs mowed, patting myself on the back for getting mine done yesterday, despite a terribly bad backache. Pat, pat, pat. And here we go. Oh boy, does it want to fly today. It really wants to fly.
Newark East traffic, Young Eagle 1 is over the basket, will be entering left downwind for Diner, Newark East.
Oh, that sounds like they're doing plane rides. That sounds like it's going to be hard to find a place to park.
Bill, are you flying an abbreviated?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Got to do what you got to do. Oh, one more thing. You may have heard that guy. He said he was downwind over the basket. And if you're not from around here, you might not know what that is. Probably don't. There's these things called Longaberger baskets, which for some reason are dollars worth of basket that costs about $80. And their building, their corporate headquarters is here, and their building looks like a big, giant basket. It's really kind of incredible. It's far more interesting than the baskets themselves to me. But I might be able to get a picture of that. I might not. That's kind of a busy time. If I get a chance, I'll try to get a snap. If not, I'll grab one off the internet. I'm sure it's on the internet. I'll just stuff one of those in here. Copyright be damned. Newark East traffic, experimental 284 Delta Golf is 6 miles southwest. We're going to enter a left crosswind, runway 9er, Newark East. Now we're 4 miles out. I'm going to just leave the camera running because this is going to get a little busy. I got to get myself into this pattern. Still trying to find the runway, the airport, still can't see it. It's kind of nestled down in some trees here, and it's kind of right up against those hills. I've been here before. Oh, there it is. I say, shouldn't be that hard to find. I see it now. Okay, I got one in sight. I got the guy on left downwind in sight.
I see Young Eagle 3 is taking the active. Will be departing to the south.
That's where I happen to be.
4156, they're in left downwind, 428 Delaware.
So we're going to watch that guy. He's going to come off the runway and turn towards us, so we got to watch for him.
Autopilot, disconnect.
Time to take over. Really watch out for that guy. I see him on the runway. That helps a lot.
Coming out for you, Bernie. Bernie. Young Eagle 2 is making a turn to runway 9 Newark.
Alright, we're parallel with him right now. Right next to him. I mean, he's still 2 miles away. But still. I don't know when he's going to make his turn. I can just keep going until he makes his turn and get around him that way, or I can cut inside him as soon as I know what he's going to do. Where we want to stay on our altitude. I hate looking away from him. I'm afraid I won't be able to find him again, but there's other things to look at. There he is. Alright, I'm going to go right at him because he has not made his turn yet.
Delaware traffic system 48156, red and white, turning left base, 28 Delaware.
Delaware, Young Eagle 74, Golf Mike, Mary Civil inbound, Delaware.
Newark East traffic, 4 Delta Golf is left crosswind 9er. I have the departing Young Eagles flight in sight. My data
Young Eagle 2 on final, 9
Alright, Young is on final, number 2 is on final, nobody else downwind, so we're good to go. There are parking spots, not many.
Delaware traffic system 48156, base to final, 28 Delaware.
Delaware, okay, don't care. At the present time, I might care if I was in Delaware. Which, by the way, is also not the Delaware that you're thinking of. It's another one in Ohio that's named after an East Coast city, or state. Alright, we are left downwindy. Newark East, 4 Delta Golf, turning left downwind 9er, full stop, Newark East. And try to find someplace to park that's not in their way. Where's that guy? Got a guy right there, but he's 7 miles out. Not really an issue. Newark East, 4 Delta Golf is left base 9er, full stop, Newark East.
And Newark East, Bonanza 45320. We're going to back taxi to the turnaround. We'll be quick. Get out of your way.
All right. 4 Delta Golf making a 360 out of base.
And Nerk East, Bonanza clear the active here at the turnaround at the approach end of runway 9er.
And 4 Golf, will be on final just a sec. Why that couldn't wait is beyond me.
Newark, East traffic, long easy 82 Mike Tango, 8 miles west, be entering on the left upwind for runway 9er, Newark East.
Newark East, 4 Delta Golf, final 9er, full stop. Kind of like a shuttle landing, isn't it? We're going to float for a while. Air all teed. Oh, wasn't bad. No idea where to park. I guess just anywhere. Jim will find me. There he is. Just park over here. Legal or not, it'll have to do. Vertigo on that.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 24 Celsius. Dew point 21 Celsius.
All right. Okay. So, camera's running. Here we are at Nerk with Jim, the RV12 builder, who was just telling me before the camera quit that he has recently received his tools, and he's getting ready to start on the toolbox kit, which is actually a little sample. Did they give you that, or you have to buy that?
I bought it.
Yeah, it's just a little metal toolbox. It gives you a little experience working with aluminum. I'm not sure what you're going to do to get your fiberglass experience, but
Yeah.
I'd suggest building a kayak like mine.
Yeah.
Because you are going to be doing some fiberglass work. It's fairly far in, though. You'll be doing mostly riveting. So we were just chatting about that. He's just about ready to start. We're just about ready to start. Engine's running, and we're going to start taxiing out. Wheel should already be turning the way I want to go. There it is. Have you ever flown with a full swiveling nose wheel?
I have not.
Okay, that takes some getting used to. It's all brakes.
Right.
And it does take, you'll want to taxi around quite a bit. Actually, we'll fly again. You're going to be a couple years.
Yeah, I'll
When
be
you
a
get
while.
closer, we'll definitely fly again, because you really got to drive around the airport for about half an hour, just getting a feel for that before you get out on the runway. It does become very natural feeling. You get to where you don't even think about it anymore.
Cap 34,
And tips and tricks, I mean, basically it's just a little tap now and then to get it turned.
Okay.
And it'll kind of keep turning. Sometimes, you know, it's not like a steering wheel. See, it's not going to auto center.
Yep.
I have to do that. That's the right brake, obviously.
Okay.
So you just kind of, you don't want to ride them. You go through brake pads on an airplane like this much, much faster than you do on any other airplane. I get about 2 years out of mine.
Okay.
Because it's so light. The least little breeze has you blowing left and right and all that. So you're constantly on these brakes.
We'll be entering a left downwind for 9. I'll keep an eye out for you.
That's on noisy radio.
Yeah.
I think they might come with the vernier throttle now, but this is really nice.
Well, the new 12IS has the lever.
That's right.
In the quadrant.
That's right. I'd forgotten about that.
Yep.
Got a lot of nice stuff, actually.
Yeah, they made a lot of nice, what I call upgrades or features.
aircraft coming into Newark from the north is Cap 3429. We're just about, let's make it about 2.5 to the northwest of the field.
All right.
Where are you located?
I'd like to hear that, too.
About 1.5 miles to the northeast of the field.
Over there.
On the 45 to enter the left downwind for 9.
Okay, we'll come up north and we'll come in behind you. We're too fast.
That's good.
For you.
All right, we can go. We don't need the back
Very
taxi.
much. Sure.
Newark Keith traffic, experimental 284, Delta Golf departing 9er, straight out, Newark Keith. I do wish more people.
Young Eagle 3 has left Dawes, headed to the basket at 1,800 feet.
I wish more people would say where they're going after takeoff.
Yeah, really.
Takes a little bit of right. There we go. As soon as that nose comes up, that's when I know the rudder is going to steer and I don't need to steer with brakes anymore. So I go ahead and get that nose up early. It just lets me know that how I can steer. I don't have to steer with the brakes anymore.
Okay.
Because you really, on takeoff, you don't want to be dragging a brake unless you really have to, right?
Right, exactly.
It's not like it's a bad performer, it's just a bad practice. What is that Longaberger? I was trying to describe the Longaberger building.
The Longaberger is
gotta be out there
out
somewhere.
that way, yeah.
Well, we'll see that on the way back in. Apparently it's visible from downwind because that's what they're calling.
Yeah.
But that's hard to describe to people who have never heard of a Longaberger basket.
Oh, it's a neat sight. It's kind of weird seeing a basket when you're flying.
I described them as $1 worth of basket that they sell for $75.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think I'm far wrong on that.
There's your traffic.
Yep. That's your downwind. There he is. There's the basket out there.
Okay.
That's kind of hard to miss, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'll head straight on out a little bit. A lot of guys popping into that downwind. Big hill out in front of me.
Yeah, it's got a pretty good climb rate.
Yeah, well and this is 12 gallons of gas, so
Okay.
you know, there's some right there. He's under us. That's a cap plane. 100 feet under us. He's close. I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
He's only about a mile away.
Oh, there he is. Right there.
Okay, got him. Yeah, he's going in that downwind. That's why I didn't want to go over there yet.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the line of obstructions.
There's another one up front to the right.
Yep, got him.
Busy, busy.
It's the weather for it, if nothing else.
Yeah.
There must be a lot of stuff stretched across the top of these hills because I had obstructions just lit up like Christmas trees.
Oh, wow.
See how I can do that?
I think there's a few towers and stuff.
That line of towers there.
Yeah.
Drifting away as we get higher than, I mean, they go away once we're like 500 feet above, I think.
Okay.
Piper 146 Whiskey is 7 southwest.
This is comfortable.
For a while.
Yeah, for a while.
3 hours gets to be a long time.
Yeah, I'm kind of a pretty big guy, so my goal was before I got my kit built to shed some weight. So,
I mean, the nice thing I do on a long trip, this is where the autopilot comes in nice. You know, I can kind of kick on the autopilot and at least get my legs off the rudder pedals and kind of stretch out a little bit. You know, after a couple hours, it gets a little sore down here, and I need a little bit of back support and this and the other. But 3 hours is about all the gas I ever want to do anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another one down there.
That's the one that we're caught up with.
Okay, that was one,
Yeah, we caught up with him.
Okay.
I'd say we're pretty clear out here for me to kind of
left the basket.
head up to the basket. He's left the basket. They're nowhere near the basket.
No.
That's 2 miles away.
Yeah.
At least.
There it is right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to kick on the autopilot. Now, the neat thing I can do here is just, I want you to maintain my track. Now, see how I pushed that, and it picked up my track? It actually did it on. So I'm going to turn on track. Nothing happens until you tell autopilot. So now we're on track.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and just have it hold my altitude right here.
146 Whiskey is 4.5.
I thought it was going to hold right here.
Southwest descending through 2,100. Inbound.
You know, the easiest thing to do, well, all right, I think that's going to hold. Altitude 2600, autopilot's off again. There we go. That's got it. So now this is really handy for me when I'm taking pictures and such.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's controlling the airplane. Now, I still got to be looking, right?
Yeah.
Traffic. You don't stop looking. But what it lets me do is, all right, I can try to take a picture of that basket from here, see? But that's pretty far away.
Golf Mike Marysville inbound.
They're doing Young Eagle Marysville too? Same day? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
All right, so now I want to crank over there and get a closer look. I don't see anybody around.
All right.
So I can just track it on over. And it's going to put me in this nice turn.
Oh, wow.
Delaware Diamond 454 Kilo Charlie, 7 miles northwest, maneuvering 3,500 to the northwest Skycatcher, Delaware.
Delaware traffic, Skycatcher 0.
And now see, I can just hold the camera since I'm doing a little video here, kind of looking around for traffic still. But as I got the scope, you can't trust that. You cannot trust that implicitly or 100%.
Right.
But it is a nice to have, but it's not a.
I'll say the autopilot's sweet.
The autopilot, I didn't think I'd use the autopilot nearly as much as I do.
Short final
Yeah, I think I'd use it a lot.
There's the basket.
Newark traffic, white Cessna 77 uniform, Eagle 3 is entering at 45 for downwind for 9. Delaware traffic, Colt 49. Okay, traffic in Eagle 2.
All right. Now, what's our speed and everything right now?
All right, so we are
Runway Delaware.
indicating, this is our indicated airspeed is 93 because I'm down at 5,000. We could go to 5,500. I don't see any reason to do that. Our ground speed is 97 because we're getting we have about a 19 knot crosswind, but only about 1 knot of that is on our head or on our face, right? So we're indicating 94. True is 99. We're doing 97 across the ground, so we're losing a couple knots to the ground, to the headwind, or the headwind factor of the big crosswind.
Okay.
So you get to configure pretty much all of this the way you want to do it. For example, if I go to screen,
You have to land to get the pancake.
is that right? I always get this wrong.
Yeah.
PFD, I can go to mode and say I don't want the 6-pack, I want the EPIS mode.
I'm going to switch classes.
We'll depart to the south.
So it's all the same stuff, but it's a more modern style. I don't happen to like it. I prefer just being able to glance at a needle, particularly for vertical speed. I'm just looking for a horizontal needle. I don't want to read a number. It's where is it? It's right there if it was doing, that thing. So you just...
Delaware, looks like we got one plane out there ahead of us.
There we go. So I prefer that.
Okay.
You can make any of these go away if you need to. If you need more screen space, I can go to screen and say, just get away from that for a second, or get rid of that for a second so I can look at a big map. You can do all that.
Okay.
Layout is
Delaware traffic, Piper 146.
like this. You can shift around.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where I like mine. So you can get in any dine-in Skyview airplane and not recognize a damn thing. Because they set it up to their own preferences.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the dual screen and then like keeping this map over here and then just the instruments.
You'll have more of an electricity budget than I did.
Yeah.
Your engine's going to have probably a bigger load.
Yes.
And this is a low serial number Skyview. This is when they first came out, and they drew a lot more power than they do now. So I literally can't have a second one without putting another alternator or generator on the engine.
I see.
And I wouldn't do it anyway because it costs a bunch of money.
Sure.
Yep. So all this stuff, this is all, Hobbs tack. You get to decide where all this goes. Vans has their setup. You can use their setup. I like mine better, of course.
Sure.
So, I got all your temperatures. I hit I have cylinder head temp. And I could have exhaust gas temp, but I really don't care. I don't lean. It's an auto-leaning engine. I don't care.
Yeah.
So fuel PSI, that jumps all over the world. That's never in any one place at a given time. I doubt if that's my actual fuel burn. There's so much that contributes to that. There's a little number you can set inside here to kind of tailor it to the little red reader block down underneath there. But I don't worry about it. I plan on 3 hours on a full tank.
Okay.
It gives me an hour of reserve.
Yeah,
I'm very casual.
I'm pretty much done at an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I got to get out and stretch.
Here's your weather. That's Florence right there. That used to be Florence.
Oh, wow.
Southwest of the field.
Pretty much the only thing going on in the eastern seaboard.
Yeah.
That's handy. I mean, it's handy to know where the storms are. What's even better is to know what the wind is.
Yeah.
Right? This is a light airplane. So if I'm 300 miles away heading to Nerk, I can run this thing down here to Nerk, and it'll tell me. I think I may have to dig for it. I might have to go with map, info, Nerk, weather. And that tells me it's 080 at 5 knots, right? I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
If I'm 200 miles away and that's 0800 at 28 gust and 35, I'm not going to do those 200 miles. So to me, that is the most important thing to know. I mean, this stuff is really, really nice. Runway information is nice. Comm information is wonderful. But what I really primarily use it for, TPA is nice to know. That's all good to know. But the weather part of it, to me, is just, let me see the wind, or kind of a big picture view. Oh, look, Ohio's VFR, right? I mean, look at all the green.
Yeah.
What's going on over there?
Yeah.
I'm more worried about that because that right there is probably Madison County.
Left-hand traffic.
And what is the deal with them? Info.
Delaware traffic, 2009 Yankees, left face weather. For 28 Delaware.
IFR. Broken at 500. I wonder what direction that's going. I got to get home. But, my forecast was good till 3, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So that's going to be definitely something to watch. You can see it coming.
Okay.
And in fact, I wish I knew more about what that's going to do.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else? Oh, here, why don't you fly it for a little bit?
All right, let me get rid of these glasses here.
Another one for breakfast coming up.
Okay.
Guy's name
All
is
right,
Jack.
autopilot, your airplane.
Oh, it is very sensitive.
And I can give you,
Young Eagle, 74 Golf Mike, turning left base runway.
that'll help you, if you need to look at that.
And Delaware, Comanche.
A little friendlier from that side.
Yeah.
Wind for runway 28.
Yeah, it just takes real slight movements.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, usually I'll get a Cessna guy in here, and the first thing you get is this. But, I mean, they settle down right away.
Right away,
It's so
yeah.
natural. And it really is. It's a very light grip. It's really
Yeah.
more pressure than anything.
Yeah.
It holds altitude pretty well. It trims out pretty well.
Yeah.
I just remember 172 is kind of almost hunty.
Yeah.
Eagle, 74 Golf Mike, turning
Yeah,
left.
I'm going to try a little turn.
Yep. We're going to need to go back at some point anyway, so that'll work. And really, I mean, you know, you give it your back stick, you'll find yourself climbing.
Okay.
Because it needs so little.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm doing steep turns and climbing. I don't know, that's not right. That's just as bad as not climbing.
Yeah.
Drop it.
For 7, Lorraine. Hey, Jeff, where you at?
Just go ahead. We went to the east so we could just enter on a downwind, but you do what you want.
Oh, yeah, I like this.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I committed it this
Too
time.
late now, right?
I was halfway through building mine before I rode one. Well, this is unexpected.
What?
The weather.
In traffic, Sirius 8, Romeo Echo is approximately 3.5 miles to the east on the downwind.
I mean, they're still saying no worse than few at 3,500.
Huh.
I hope that stops where it is, or you'll be driving me home. I'll find my own way back.
7 Echo Golf, downwind for 7, Lorraine. Delaware traffic, Comanche 06 proper, base leg, runway 28.
Yeah, this is a nice flying airplane.
Go ahead and bank it. Like you mean
Where
it.
you at?
There you go.
Oh, I see. I think you're good.
You see how it's just so natural.
Thanks, baby, I know.
And the view, I just can't get over the view.
Hey, you gotta go faster if you're gonna fly with the Bonanza.
And Nerk, keep
that's
traffic.
nice.
Cancel 320 miles northeast. Left downwind, runway 9er, Newark keep.
Delaware.
This is very easy to fly.
Yes, the landings, you'd be amazed.
Yeah.
Just amazed. You just got so much feel.
Yeah.
You know, right now it feels like it's real sensitive at pitch, but when you get it down low and slow, you can kind of move it. You're moving the stick quite a bit and just kind of easing it down.
Yeah, I
The
used to.
RB6 was the exact opposite.
Was it?
So pitch sensitive. You just couldn't even flare. You're just all over the place.
I'll do it right now.
Years ago when I took lessons, I always had a hard time with the altitude. I was up and down all the time.
Yeah. Well, in Cessnas I was too. It just seemed like they just wouldn't trim out. And that may have been me because that was years, that was a few hundred hours ago.
Yeah. Well, I flew the Piper Tomahawk, they call it.
Yeah, right. Traumahawk.
Yeah.
I've done those. I flew those in Germany.
Oh, did you?
They had, in Korea they had brand new 152s. In Germany they had a couple of Tomahawks. And I've flown the Beach Skipper, which is the Beechcraft version of the Tomahawk.
Yeah.
And I just come back in a 152. I wasn't thrilled with the power and everything, but it flew better.
Uh-huh. I would say I'm maintaining altitude pretty well.
It's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
716 Echo is going to be turning left across.
I'm going to do a direct two.
Newark keep traffic. Bonanza 3 miles northeast.
We don't want to go there. We're going to go to Recent, which is right there. Correct. Correct. There it is. Headed right at it.
Yeah.
We don't have to go back. I'm just getting that set in.
Okay.
You fly until you're tired of
You
flying.
want to go see Buckeye Lake?
I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
You mean here or in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've flown over it a zillion times. But if you want to, go ahead.
All right.
It's right over there.
Yeah.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to see it. But,
No, go ahead and be a little selfish. That's what we're here for. Fly where you want to fly it.
Oh, I'm going to like this.
Oh, I tell you. Well, yeah. I mean, every airplane has its little quirks that are they're gonna be like a little piece of gravel in your shoe. It's always gonna be there.
Uh-huh.
For some people, it's the rudder pedals. They can't reach the rudder pedals.
Yeah, this seat's back a little further.
Yeah, it can be pushed forward a little bit. The canopy is kind of wobbly and always feels a little fragile, so I'm never really comfortable with the canopy wobbling when it's open. When it's closed, it's fine. They're just little things. And when you start maintaining it, you're going to hate where the gascolator is. It's impossible to get out of there. Getting safety wire back on it is just a nightmare.
Is it?
It's just in a horrible location. But I'd rather have it than not. I like the idea of a gascolator as my last best chance of capturing water or aluminum shavings or whatever. I mean, well, you really don't get much aluminum. And like the RV6, I mean, even after I was 15 years old, I'd get a shred of aluminum now and then because those tanks are built. They're in the wing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's filters. You got at least like 3 filters before it gets anywhere near the engine. Well, actually, one of them's very close to the engine. It's in the engine, but, you know, you got a lot of filters out there, which is nice.
I mean, this is nice having this.
I like that. Now, when I first started building this, they weren't doing the Skyview. They were doing the D180, which was nowhere near as nice as this. And I was thrilled to find out I was going to get one of these. We got this guy. He might be a departure. Let's go a little bit off to this. There you go. He's coming right up on us.
Okay. Oh, wow.
There you go.
Could really turn.
I just want him behind us.
Okay.
There's a lag to this, too. You can't really...
Turkey traffic, but answer the final.
He's equal altitude to us right now, too. We really be looking for him.
Yeah.
Newark East traffic, Cirrus 300,
my airplane.
Young Eagle 1 over the basket.
Let's just go down.
2,500, Newark East.
We don't need to be right same altitude as him. I mean, the thing you got to understand about these guys is they don't see us like we see them.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he's turning now, so we're good.
All right.
And that's 2,500. I don't like going lower anyway.
Yeah, I never did see him.
No, well, he should be still, well, it's 8 miles away, too. There we go. He's about 4 miles away.
Okay.
Looks like he's going back into the pattern. In any event, I just like to get away from him. I don't see any reason to play chicken.
Yeah.
Because I am one. Yeah. I lose every time.
6 miles to the north or 28.
All right, there you go.
All right.
Delaware traffic, time 4542 at Charlie 6 for North Carolina.
I don't know. I mean, you get used to, like the RV6 was a plane you could really throw around loops and rolls and such.
Yeah.
And Dan's airplanes they just feel like they want to be flown. A Cessna, and I'm not saying this is wrong. A Cessna and Cherokee, they feel like they want to take a long trip and be nice and kind of helping you out with it, being nice and stable and comfortable. And that's great for long trips, but I don't do that.
Yeah.
I like to go out and fly. And I mean, I got to the 6 where I was hardly doing any aerobatics anymore because once you've done it, you know.
Yeah.
But I do like the way, I like the visibility. I like being able to move it when I need it to move. Yeah, like, oh, here comes this guy. I'm getting the hell out of here. It'll do that, and it feels nice. It felt nice and solid while I was doing it, right? It's not, doesn't feel like you're going to fall out of the sky or anything, although you are looking at the ground a little more than you're used to.
Yeah, I like the view. I like the view.
It's terrific.
Well, you know, and then you can throw on the autopilot for the long haul.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
And it works. I mean, sometimes you got to help the autopilot. You got to help it out a little bit. Because the airplane is so light, it can get into up and down drafts and it simply can't respond quick enough.
Okay.
Partially the reason for that, I'm going to demonstrate this. We're going to turn on the autopilot. I'm going to put it on level, which just means keep this. I can still turn it back to the right. Feel that clicking?
Oh, yeah.
There's a clutch in there. And that clutch is there because if the autopilot locks up, you need to be able to override it. That's why that clutch is in there.
Okay.
But what that causes on a big updraft or a big downdraft, it's hitting that clutch, and it'll come up here and it'll say slip, which means that clutch is slipping. What it's really saying is, help me.
Okay.
You know, just give me a little help now and then. Now before this, if you don't have this, you're doing that all the time anyway because it doesn't auto trim.
Okay.
You don't get auto trim until you buy this. Now I talked to some dining guys up at Oshkosh this year and said, why don't you just make a little thing, a little box that's nothing but auto trim? People will pay for that. Well, when they do that, they don't pay for the rest of this. Now my opinion is, you need this. These buttons are nowhere near as easy. Well, you might have a touch screen, so you'll be just touch to touch. You're going to have an HDX more likely. It'd be much nicer than this. Well, not nicer, newer. But these buttons make a lot of sense for me. And auto trim, if you don't have auto trim, you don't have an autopilot. You're doing just as much work as you were doing. Be a lot of boats on the lake today, I would think.
I would think.
Hey, keep an idea on my gas.
Newark East traffic, Young Eagle 1 turning left base 9er, Newark East.
Now they may be coming down here to the lake. We may see a few of these guys.
Okay.
One guy was coming up from the south. But that's the nice thing about this. You know, in a couple more years, everybody, well, they won't be. There will still be some people not squirting out their position, but they're not ever going to be able to go in Class D or Class E or anything, so they'll be the little guys, the ones that you're most likely to hit, because they're hard to see. But at some point, you're going to be able to see just about everybody.
Okay. Yeah, you can feel the autopilot making adjustments.
Oh, do I still have that on? I'm sorry. I'll turn that off. There we go. That's you now, right?
Yep.
Okay. This is a very handy button if you just, look, I'm hand flying, but I need to just have a minute to myself. You just hit level. Also nice to brief your passengers on. If I keel over dead, just hit level, get on the radio.
Yeah.
Just whatever frequency on, just start screaming for help.
Okay.
I mean, that'll let somebody know something's going on. It's by no means a pitch hitter course or anything like that.
Traffic, Young Eagle 1, turning final. Niner, Newark East.
And the nice thing about this, well, they just keep improving it, and they've slowed down. They're running out of gadgets to put in it, but you know, I got it at version 6. It's on version 15 now.
Oh wow!
Every one of those was some kind of update or another. Like this right here is relatively new. That little block right there. If I pointed us at that Class D, it would tell you there's Class D airspace. If I was at an altitude where I was going to encroach, it would say you're 2 minutes from breaking the law.
Oh, okay.
You know, things like that. So it lets you know what airspace you're approaching, how you're approaching it, or if you're in it. Very, very nice. And you can be in 4 different ones at the same time.
Okay.
This little blue thing right here, that's telling us the point on the ground at which we will be at 1,900 feet if we were descending, but we're not. It's actually just kind of hunting around right now.
Okay.
But let's say I had my autopilot. I want to get to 3,500 feet at 500 feet per minute to get over the Class D at Rickenbacker, which is only 3,000. If that little blue arc is on top of that Class D, I'm not going to make it. I have to get it short of that. And you can use it on approach too. Where am I going to be in relation to the end of the runway if I let this thing take me down at 300 feet per minute, which it will do.
Okay.
It'll fly a little mini ILS approach, and you can kind of work with the throttle. Where do I want to get there? It's very neat stuff. It just showed up one day. I'm like, what the hell's that? So, you know, I had to go back and say, Dinah, what's going on?
Eagle 1, clear the runway. Newark East, 154.
Really nice stuff.
Base for 28, full stop over.
This is going to be an obnoxiously long video, but I figure I'm going to be 80 years old someday wondering, what the hell did I do when I was 50? I don't remember. So I've got blogs I can read. I got videos I can watch. Hey, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a little strip of grass down there. It looks like a checkerboard. Almost like they're testing different crops or something. See it? Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
Delaware traffic, Young Eagle Flight 11 Whiskey. We're extending our downwind a bit for the aircraft on
There's
final.
a few boats out, not too bad.
Well, it's football Saturday, but
but the game is not till later.
well, that game.
Yeah.
My wife is I'm a football widower during the NCAA season. She grew up Ohio State. My father-in-law was professor emeritus. He was there for, I think, 27 years. She grew up going to the games because he was in the music department.
Okay.
They had the band and everything.
Yeah.
So they went to the games.
Whiskey, turning base now.
Well, years ago when I took lessons, this was my practice ground out south of the lake here.
Good spot.
And that's where I learned to do all my stalls and, the steep turns and all the different things that they teach you. But
she says I married her for football tickets, and she's wrong. I married her for that bright red Grand Prix that she had.
Oh,
yeah. No, when I went to school there, I was a non-traditional student, out of the military, working, going to school at nights. I never went to the games. Never went to any of that. I never bought into any of that stuff. That was just a business I was doing business with, which is how I still feel about them.
Yeah.
Very different for her. I mean, she grew up steeped in that stuff. So the first time I started going to the games with her and my future in-laws, and of course, he was retired emeritus. We'd go to the faculty club. We'd go to the Glee club. Would come in and sing some stuff. We'd go to the skull session. We'd be right down on the floor where you could smell the trumpet spit. It was a great way to get introduced to going to those games. And she still watches. She keeps track of all of them. She can't stand to see a Big Ten team lose to a non-conference team.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
Like, crap, screw that. Anybody that beats Michigan State, Michigan, or anybody else has pissed me off recently, that's fair game for at least one loss, right? Like, we just wanted to get them out of our way. Like Wisconsin. I'm always happy to see Wisconsin one game behind us.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm not a true fan. I'm a partisan. Boy, I guess those houses on those little islands got to be the spending.
Oh yes.
For all that, pay a buttload for inconvenience. Hey, hey kids, let's go get pizza. No, I don't want to start the boat. The boat ain't.
Yeah, and go anywhere, you got to get on the boat.
Yep. Sounds fun at first, right?
Yes.
But you know.
Yeah.
traffic.
I'll show you where we're going to eat lunch here.
Okay.
At least if I can find it.
Delaware traffic.
It's got a copper roof. I think it's right over here.
On the banks?
Across from the island.
I mean, there's a copper roof, but that's a trailer, so that's not going to be it. There's something kind of... There is some shiny copperish stuff. But that's not on the water.
Yeah. Let's see.
How fast we going? We can slow down a bit. We're not in any hurry here.
Yep, that's it right there.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
With the orange umbrellas and stuff.
Yep.
That's where we're going to have
I saw those orange. I saw the orange.
Yeah.
All right, well, I haven't been there that I know of.
Okay.
The only place we ever went out here is on a little island. My daughter used to live over on that side. Had a little 400 square... Is that where she had her tiny house? She had a tiny house. No, that was in Lancaster.
Yeah.
She shared a house up here with a couple people.
See those buildings right straight to the 90 degrees? Right over there? They're like little condos and stuff.
On the banks there?
Yeah, that's where we used to have a condo there.
About 7.5 to the northwest.
I took no pictures of the lake. Oh, let's put some video. We'll just inject some video into... I usually screws up my video when I do that, but I'll try it. Changes the aspect ratio. All right, what do we got down there? So there's the condos.
Yep.
There's some lake off behind us. Oop. And this is really a reservoir, as are pretty much all lakes in Ohio. Just a reservoir.
It's a very shallow lake.
Are the repairs almost done?
Yes. It's supposed to be done later this year. But
that was a big
See
mess.
the pink one? The unit there? We were the blue one right next to it.
Okay. So right in the middle of those three.
Yep. Yeah, you can see the new dam. See the on the right side here, the dirt?
Yeah,
that's the new dam.
Eagle 3 is taxiing to the run-up for runway 9
Oh yeah, I see it. Well, that's not very big.
Well, it goes 4 miles.
Oh, I see. It runs all along the coast there. Okay, I was going to say, all that fuss over that bitsy little dam doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That damn dam was awfully expensive.
Oh yeah, it was.
You need 3 more.
Yeah. We don't really come out here much. I tend to stay on the west side because that's where I've always lived. We just never come over here.
That building with the little top on it is the yacht club right here where all the boats are.
Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense. It's funny what they call a yacht these days.
Oh, I know.
I got a pontoon-based yacht.
Yeah. I never thought I would have a pontoon boat, but I do.
Well, I think when you start slowing down, I'll fly.
All right.
You know, when you're young, you want a speedboat and all that, but
yeah,
I mean, that's my tastes have changed in motor vehicles too, and things like that. So, all right, let's see if we can find our way back. Direct to that piece of cake. Bang, there it is. And we're only 5.5 out. I have to go ahead and give them a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You know where Buckeye Exec is? It's a little strip. That's where I learned at. It's a private strip now.
County traffic, November 2905 Bravo.
And here's traffic again, coming right at us. Okay, he's going to branch off that side. We need to get off. We need to cross over, don't we?
Yep.
Well, let's get this guy past us. Oh, he's turning right at us again.
Uh-oh.
That's like they're aiming at me today.
You got a bullseye on the side of it.
Yeah, Michiganders.
Yeah.
All right.
Newark Keep traffic, Exterminal Suite 4 Delta Golf is 5 miles south. We're going to cross over for a left entry, left downwind runway 9 Newark Keep.
Unless anybody objects.
Newark Keep Cessna 3977 uniform, Young Eagle 3 taking the active runway 9er and we'll be departing to the south.
Yeah, they're coming down here to the lake. That's what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, if we go right over the middle, we should be all right.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to see them. I do think it's a good thing that they do. I think it would be better if Dad got to ride along.
Yeah, I agree.
Dad has the money.
I agree.
And Dad is probably the one with the interest. Although in my case, that was not true. My dad was all about harness racing when I was a kid. So I was the only one in the family that was airplane.
Oh.
which, you know, it caused problems. I had an older brother that was a bit of a discipline problem at the time. Might still be for all I know. But, you know, Cub Scouts and all that. Well, we're going up to the Air Force Museum. I want to go. I love airplanes. No, no, it's your brother. And, you know, I never got to do that kind of stuff until I was old enough to do it myself. I mean, I remember skipping a day of school and going down to Lunkin and doing one of those half-hour intro flights, and I thought it was the perfect climb. I'm sorry. Those people, they sent me mail saying, when are you going to come fly again? I'm like, oh man, my parents are like, what's all this? Like, I don't know. They must be thinking of somebody. It was pretty hard to hide because they knew how, you know. I had the Vans airplane, the VHS tape, you know, about how back when the LV6 was brand new.
Okay.
I mean, that's when I bought that.
That's a while ago.
You can see it on YouTube, but you can barely see it because the resolution is so bad.
Yeah, this is coming back because when I was flying, I always looked for the tanks. And that's where I knew where the runway was.
Yep. Yeah, Bolton's kind of hard to find too, back behind trees like that.
Cherokee 817.
That other guy off yet?
Left upwind.
I never saw him.
I don't think he's come off yet.
Let me see if I see him on the runway.
Off of 28 westbound.
I thought he was already rolling.
Cherokee 05 Bravo, turning left downwind for 19er.
Oh, if he's off, he's past.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Oh, there's somebody. Wait a minute. I think I might see somebody on the turnabout down there. Nope, somebody's taxiing back. Oh, that's a car.
Car,
truck.
yeah.
What's he doing out there?
I don't know.
All right, well. Oh, that's a road. He's allowed to be there.
Oh, is that the road by the...
Yeah,
it gets close, yeah.
All right, well, I'm not going to worry about him. Nobody on the runway.
Nobody in the back.
Taxiing out. Okay, we're good.
Delaware traffic.
Boy, that wind. Look at the crab I'm holding.
Wow. Yeah, usually the wind's the other way.
Bolton's still green?
Yeah, there's one on the taxi.
Okay, yeah. That might be the one that was on his way out.
Newark Heath traffic, experimental 284 Delta Golf. We are midfield crosswind, left downwind runway 9er. Newark Heath.
Kind of botched that one. He could go if he goes now.
Delaware traffic, Young Eagle 012, make out 35 entry for downwind.
One in Delaware, one here.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Moving altitude.
Newark Heath, 4 Delta Golf, midfield left downwind 9er. Full stop, Newark Heath.
Delaware traffic, Cherokee 817.
Laps coming down. You'll get a pronounced nose down when you do that.
Okay.
That is pronounced nose down. That's how that's pronounced.
Delaware traffic 012 has crossing Cherokee in sight. Will be number 2.
All right.
We go. And Newark Heath traffic,
There he is.
gap 3429 is departing runway 09. We got the landing traffic in sight. We'll be out of your way.
I think he will be. They got plenty of time. I'm stretching this.
Newark Heath, Port of Golf, left base 9er, full stop, Newark Heath.
Nerk. I like about 65 to 70. Right now we're about 65. But your stall speed's very, very low.
And Newark Heath traffic, cap 3429 will be departing straight out to the east.
It does float a little bit, but not, you know, like a Mooney, something really clean. It will slow down. And of course you need 20% of this runway at the most.
Oh yeah.
Which helps a lot too. But it doesn't really float. I came in on 70. I had a, you know, that Bonanza was waiting, so I was doing about 70 over the numbers. I didn't have any trouble getting it slowed down. It's just very controllable. Go for the numbers. Float.
Oh yeah, very nice.
I'm telling you, there's
very
nothing.
Nice.
It's just the easiest thing to land ever. I mean, just ever. Get a forecast if I can get a signal here. Before we go to lunch, I want to make sure I'm going to be able to get home.
All right.
I was not expecting to see IFR miles from my house.
Yeah, that seems weird.
Newark Heath traffic, experimental 38 Romeo, we're 6 miles south, landing Newark Heath to integrate with the Young Eagles traffic. We'll be entering a downwind for runway 28.
You're not going to integrate that way. There is no, first of all, there is no runway 28. Oh, see, Delaware, wasn't he? I heard Delaware. Yeah, that's Delaware. That is 28. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was a little confusing.
7 uniform,
Two young Eagles going on the same day.
Dollars Arboretum. 56 Hotel is just approaching south of the airport under crosswind.
Newark traffic, Young Eagle 1 on the 9er for departure to the south. Young Eagle 1 to the south.
Newark Heath Airport, Newark, Ohio. Automated weather observation 1503 Zulu. Wind 070 at 04.
And what do we got here? We have taxi. All right, we're going to go free and clear, canopy closed, trim is set. Nobody on final yet.
Newark Heath traffic, experimental 34, Delta Golf departing 9er, Newark Heath.
And we'll have to make a, well, we can make a right turn out and skip all the traffic. That's the way we want to go anyway. Oh yeah, about that. I want to go to recent. TZR, direct, back. Okay, and let's get out of here. Boy, nose come up easy. Whew. Nice. Now this guy looks like he's coming in for 27. I'm not sure what he's doing. We're going to get out of here. Off to the south.
Delaware traffic, Blue and White Archer. Simulated engine out, 10 is at the traffic on takeoff inside Delaware. Newark Heath traffic, 284 Delta Golf off the runway 9er, departing to the south, Newark Heath.
There we go. All right, so that was a nice flight. We're going to have another nice flight back. And always nice to see somebody enjoy an RV-12 ride that much. He's
traffic 64156 entering left downwind 49er Newark.
I think he's pretty much motivated to build now. So we're just going to, let's get a little bumpy here. We're going to have a little bit bumpier ride back. It shouldn't take too very long, so talk to you in a bit. Boy, left base to 22 would be a great place to enter the pattern.
Fulton Tower, experimental 284 Delta Golf, 7 miles southeast, inbound landing.
Autopilot.
Experimental 284 Delta Golf, Fulton Tower, port 2 mile right base, runway 4, wind 0403, altimeter is 3016.
Report 2 mile right base, runway 4, 4 Delta Golf.
22 would have been easier, but I don't care because we're far enough out that corrections are pretty much free. Oh, there's a nice downtown picture. I'm too busy. Nice day. What a wonderful day. Oh, we already had that guy landing on 4. I see what's happening.
980 Sierra is 2 miles.
There he is. That's the guy landing on 4.
November 98 Sierra, runway 4, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 4, 980 Sierra.
Oh, this is going to work out well. All it really has to do is work out adequately, but well to perfect is, you know, better. All right, 2500, still shooting for 18, 19-ish. Got 5 to go. Still 3.5 miles out. There's a guy on final. I guess that's the guy that was coming in on the ILS. He's on short final. Got another guy out here, but he's 3,000 feet up, so he's just bypassing. He's just going on by. He's nothing to me. He's nothing to me. We got our 2 mile call coming up here real soon. Should get cleared to land because that ILS traffic should be instrument traffic, Cessna, whatever it is, should be gone. So I imagine I'll get cleared to land.
98 Sierra, turn left Alpha 3, taxi to parking via taxiway Alpha Charlie to the ramp, monitor ground point 8.
Alpha 3, Alpha Charlie, the ramp will monitor ground.
Gets him out of my hair.
Fulton Tower, 4 Delta Golf, 2 mile right base, 22. I'm sorry, runway 4.
November 4 Delta Golf, runway 4, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 4, 4 Delta Golf.
I wonder wonder if he'd have noticed I said 22. He would have corrected me. All right, we got to get down to flap speed. The tricky part about entering on the base leg is remembering to slow down the airplane. Slow down and come down. And his seatbelt is in the way of my flaps. There go the flaps. A pronounced nose down. That cracked me up. Big updraft over this field. Big updraft. It's gone now. All right, we're landing halfway down, so I don't really need to get down to the numbers here. Let's give her a little more juice here. There's my neighborhood, right in front of you. And there's the prettiest thing in aviation, that runway sliding into your nose there. Look at that. Now we got a right crosswind. We got to compensate. Mostly on the nose, but yeah, it's mostly on the nose. Very little to the right, really. I'm feeling it, but not a whole lot. Little light chop, big ass bird. Get out of the way, bird. Oh, that was perfect. Right wheel first. Everything worked out perfectly. Okay, left Alpha 3. Alpha to Charlie, I'm on ground point 8. Now you did it for the other guys.
4 Delta Golf, turn left to Alpha 3, taxi to parking via taxiway, Alpha Charlie to the ramp, monitor ground point 8.
Left Alpha 3, Alpha to Charlie to the ramp, ground point 8, 4 Delta Golf. I think I got all that. Pretty sure I got all that. All right, here we are, back home again. Thank you very much for riding along. I know this was a long one. I'll cut it down as much as I can, but a lot of quality information in there if I do say so myself. So talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.